What's up, guys? Welcome to the Shoot Your Shot Scorecast. I am Richard Chicago, and I'm joined by the man in Michigan hat. Up that way, camera backwards.
Yep.
And we're missing someone. But
yeah, there's normally a third window. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know, but
well, yeah,
good.
Furious George is having car problems, which I've had a lot of actually this week too. It's been a bad week for cars. So yeah, he won't be making it tonight, but the show must go on.
Show must go on. And speaking of the show must going on, this show is sponsored by PointsBet. And PointsBet is America's fastest growing online bookmaker. So it's a traditional sports book that offers more markets and rewards than anyone else. So it must be 21 and over. At the moment, only available in Illinois, New Jersey, and Iowa. Make sure you download the PointsBet app at the iOS store or go to pointsbet.com and enter promo code FRUSTRATE. PointsBet will match you up to $250. It's a tiered bonus. So if you deposit $50, you get $150. If you deposit $150, you get to bet with $300. And if you deposit $250, you get to bet with $500 smackaroos. So avoid prohibited, must be 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER for crisis counseling and referral services. All right. So,
okay,
how did you do last week?
So you did well, right? Here,
I'm coming back. I'm turning the corner because I've had like two bad weeks in a row.
So you went 14-7, which that's solid. I mean, you're winning twice as many as you lose. You're making a lot of money. What's up, man?
We miss you, dude.
Yeah,
hope you get home safe.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, car problems suck. So I'll say real quick, yesterday, I had a flat tire driving into work, got it switched, all that, and on the way back from work, I had a second flat tire. I've only had a few flat tires in my life, and I had two in the same day. It was insane. Car problems. It's like cars are one of those things you don't think about until it's a problem, and then it's like the most annoying thing to have to deal with. So yeah, it sucks. All right,
you're not the only one having car problems. I mean, Tiger had his car.
Ooh, yeah, good transition, right? Well, yeah, do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, we'll talk about that, then we'll get into our picks.
Okay.
I know we have an update. I guess Tiger Woods is fine, and like the whole ordeal was he was not drunk. That's why I saw today in the headlines. Not drunk.
Did he have surgery or he was in surgery, right?
Yeah, he was in surgery, yeah.
Okay.
But it's just crazy because, like, didn't he get in a car accident, like, a couple years ago, too? Like,
yeah, that was, like, with his ex-wife and stuff. I think, like, a domestic dispute kind of thing. I don't remember exactly, but, yeah, it's,
that's crazy.
Not good. Yeah. Well, hopefully he has a good recovery, obviously. I mean, when it first happened, there was talks of, like, is his golf career over and things like that. So, yeah. I mean, hopefully he recovers well. It sounds like it's kind of as good as it could have been, so.
The question is, are the pistons working? I don't know. Did you check the transmission? I don't know. I know nothing about cars, so I know more about sports than cars.
Yeah, usually, do you ever go into a auto shop and they're like, yeah, you got bad pistons? Like, just replace the whole engine, right? Well, the Pistons, the Detroit Pistons, have blown up leads of the Pelicans. They were up big, and now they're down 7 with 3 minutes left. The line was, I think, 9.5. And Kyle generously bet on, on the Pistons, who are not working very well right now. So
they're like a wild card team to me, just like who was I thinking? The Thunder. They're both like wild card teams. They can like come up out of like nowhere. It's kind of weird.
Which any teams like that, but they're a lot more like that, which is weird because it's like normally the teams that do that have a really good player, and if he has a good night, they'll win a game. But the Pistons really don't have any stars, so it is weird the good wins they've been able to get. I mean, they beat the Lakers, they beat the Suns, they beat Celtics recently,
and they've been like relatively close against the spread. So it's been crazy. It's like
they're really tough to bet against the spread.
Yeah.
like as far as how bad of a team they are, but not just like it's not like they consistently cover and they're always close games. Then they'll have games where they blow leads, and like the Bulls game, they blew that lead. They were up to like 20 points in the third quarter, and then I think they ended up not covering. So personally, like I've stayed away from a lot of Pistons games. I just don't feel great either way. But yeah. All right, so talking about picks, well, do we have any other main topics first before we get to
Zach LaVine's an all-star. That's pretty cool. Yep. There was like a video today that like surfaced that like I guess his family pranked him, and like instead of him going on a Zoom call with like the NBA commission, whatever, it was actually his family to congratulate him. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's well deserved. Like he should be an all. Is he a starter or is he like the third?
He's like on a bench. I'm like, I feel like he should be starting. He's like scoring like 30 plus points.
I mean, I get like the Nets and all. Like there's other teams. I don't know. The All Stars game. Not that it's a big deal or really matters, but it definitely is more like big names than it is who deserves it most as far as stat line. I mean, like Anthony Davis being there this year, probably more about his name than it is about what he's done, you know. I don't know.
So he's not going to be in the All-Star game. Breaking news.
He's not.
Devin Booker is actually replacing him.
Okay. Which like and I think Trae Young's not in, which he has a lot of name recognition too, but he's averaging I think like 27 or 28 points and he's not in it. I don't know. It's just kind of a like how do they decide thing, because you're voted in by fans and players, right? Like it counts both. I don't know exactly how it works, but
I thought it was like actual like voting, like you go on Twitter and you vote for like your star. Like
there is, and then maybe the player vote is something else. I'm not sure because the players
do contest or something. Too. I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure. Yeah, who knows?
I remember when I was little, like the whole like vote thing was like on in like McDonald's. Like I remember like going to McDonald's, like picking my like ballot. Or it was or some shit like that.
Is the Sprite? Is it still like the Sprite dunk contest? Because I remember it was always sponsored by Sprite.
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah.
Back when like Dwight Howard won and all that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was good times.
That was back when the dunk contest. I would actually watch it.
Yeah, right now it's like all like. Yeah, it's too many sponsors like jumping over Kia's sponsored by Kia. Nice try, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Well deserved for sure. So, and speaking of LaVine, right now the Bulls are winning by 4 points, 2.5 minutes left against the T-Wolves, which that's really close to the line too. The line
actually
was
like
4.5.
Well, I have like mine's a little ahead, but
okay. Oh yeah, mine's like the score.
Mine's only 9 seconds left.
Whoa. Well, mine's like I just had the web page up, so I hadn't refreshed it.
So I got it.
So what's the score in the game?
It's 117-116 Bulls, 9.8 seconds left. Satoransky's at the foul line, so interesting because the Bulls might pull it out, but they might not cover.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be close. It's too close. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's crazy. I didn't think that like Minnesota was gonna cover this. I stayed away from this game actually. Yeah, I didn't feel good about this game. So
I mean, like looking at the number, I felt good about it. I took the day off from betting, like we were talking about before the show. But I would have played that one because most Timberwolves games you see they're an underdog by like 10 or 11 points. So I felt good about that. But yeah, who knows? One Bulls game we all played at the beginning of the week. We all played Bulls Rockets on Monday. We all got that. It was Chicago +1. So like we were talking about before we started recording, like the Bulls have been it seems like a good bet. Like I feel like they're still underrated by
definitely
Vegas a little bit. So I mean their record's not amazing or anything, but I mean they keep it close, they cover. Like I'd have to look and see what their numbers against the spread have been. But at least the past couple weeks it feels like they're normally a win when you bet them against the spread. So
when I actually
that was Kyle's lock.
That's crazy. Yeah. I actually right out the gate, I was gonna say they locked right out the gate.
I know. It's smart. Get it out of the way, double up your score, and then just don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, the one on Monday he did. Sorry.
Yeah, the one, not tonight.
Yeah. Also, the one on Monday, I actually bet it -1, the alternate line. I didn't use like the actual line because I felt they were an underdog because I want to make more money. So I did
That's
minus
smart.
1, so like plus 1. So
Yeah. Do you do alternate lines a lot or no? Because I never.
No, I was actually my first time doing an alternate line, so I was kind of
Okay.
scared it'll backfire. So
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it didn't. I was like,
Well,
yes.
that's why, like, if I think a team's gonna win, I still usually don't take money line. I just do. I'll take the points because I would hate like feeling really good about a team, taking the money line, and then they lose but do cover, and it's like, man, I should have just taken the points, you know.
Yeah, but it was only 1
odds are,
point, so it wasn't that bad.
Like my parlays, I pretty much only do money lines, but if I'm picking single games, I almost always use the spread. So,
yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what my strategy is. Like,
I think I'm figuring out my strategy. I'm pretty confident that like if I just lay low during the week and just go hard on the weekend, like normal people,
like with everything else, right?
Yeah, everything else in life, that I'll actually do. I'm turning corner right now because I'm 2-0. I might be 3-0 after this Arkansas game.
Yeah, and you were 14-7, like we said last week.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of figured out what I'm gonna do as far as my strategy. So I went 7-14 last week, like the exact opposite of yours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, really rough week. I still, like I was telling you and Kyle, like I still made money on my PointsBet account because I hit some parlays, which aren't on the Scorecast, obviously. But when it came to like just picking individual games, I had a rough week. Thankfully, I hit I had an 8-leg parlay and a 5-leg parlay. They were both like +800 or 900 odds. So I still made money, but just not on my picks. So I've thought about like maybe I just need to pick more parlays. Like I would do the math and say if my odds are +900, that just means I have to win 1 of every 9 to break even or whatever. And so if I'm hitting 2 of every 10, which has kind of been my pace, at least, or actually a little better than that, but like as long as I do the math and it's like as long as I'm making money on my parlays, maybe that's the way to go. I don't know.
Overtime.
Which one? The Bulls game?
Bulls game, yeah. Zach LaVine tried to do a last shot, but it just rimmed out.
Classic Zach LaVine. Even though he's been having a good year, that's like the end of games. You still get that Zach LaVine a little bit.
But he's been like the guy to shoot it though. Like maybe like 5 seconds left.
He should be the one taking the shot, but it just seems like
Huh. Oh, well, then I guess Kyle could actually cover now because it's overtime. So that's good.
That's actually good for the spread. Yeah.
Nice. And then how did Kyle do this week or last week? Sorry.
He went 6-13. So basically the same as me, but he had 2 pushes. So yeah. But he's off to a good start this week. He was 3-1 yesterday. And then today I went ahead and marked Rockets Cavs. He hit that one, so I gave him that. I think all the rest are still in process right now.
Nice.
You bet the Arkansas one. You bet Arkansas -2, right?
-2, yeah.
What was the score in that game? Is it the final?
Last time I checked, they were winning by like more than 10. So
Arkansas was? Okay.
Yeah, Arkansas was against Bama.
Bama's been good this year. Why are they?
Well,
do they have
Arkansas is actually like on like a 7-game winning streak right now. So I'm like checking the Iron Mile tide.
Because Alabama was like a top 10 team at one point, I think.
I was listening to Pick Central earlier on Barstool today, and there was like a debate between like Alabama or Arkansas. I'm like, I think Arkansas. I don't know. So like it was interesting.
That is I could see both sides on that. Yeah. Okay. So he's still got 1, 2, 3. He's got 5 more picks for today that are pending. He had Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah, he had Chicago -4.5 against Timberwolves. Lakers Jazz just started. He has over 218. Oh, I like that one. I should have played that. Pistons Pelicans. He has Detroit +9.5. That one should be just about over. He had Bama +2 against Arkansas, and then Stars Panthers. He had Dallas +1.5. That's one thing too. Like when I bet hockey, I've been taking the team that's getting a goal and a half because the line's pretty much always 1.5. But obviously, then your odds suck. So you'll like because right now I do 50-cent units. Like on a 50-cent bet, you'll make 70 cents. So or your profit's only like 20 cents taking the underdog. Yeah. So really, like I probably am going to start staying away from NHL because like
I don't even touch NHL honestly. Like
it's just not good to bet. Like I think you have to feel really good about a team to take them minus a goal and a half.
Yeah.
And if you take the underdog plus a goal and a half, then your odds suck. So it's like I don't know. I'm probably I'm going to be staying away from NHL a lot moving forward.
I have no sources with NHL. Like everyone, like I listen to, like is all college basketball or NBA. There's no like NHL. I got no like insight on like that. So like it's kind of hard for me to pick NHL because I don't really watch it that much. So like it's like I think it's still early for NHL.
Yeah,
I'm still kind of waiting on that too. But
that's true. College basketball is by far my favorite to bet. Like outside of football, like it's for the ones that are on right now. Just because like it's hard to bet because they're young kids and you miss
can't
enough
get mad
shots.
at them like I did last week. Like you can't get mad because they're only kids.
Right.
But, like,
but it is crazy. I mean, you have last second covers, crazy shots. Like it makes it fun, but it feels like it's hard to be consistently good at college basketball betting. Let's see. All-Star Levine. Yep. Yeah. Well deserved, obviously.
Where's the variety? I don't
On
know.
what?
You're the variety. I don't know. I'm gonna say the game actually, the Arkansas and Alabama game is actually seesaw now. Alabama's winning 47-46.
Wow.
So
how much time's left?
It just started with the second half, so 15.
And it's already 47-46 at. Wow, it's high scoring.
Yeah, I should have took the over. Shit.
Yeah, the over. I wonder what the over was.
155 or some shit like that.
Ooh.
It's
Do you
really
ever
high.
live bet? Like place live bets on the lines as they move and stuff, or
what's that?
Do you ever do live bets on the game?
Okay.
I
do the math in my head. I'm like, if they're at this point, by the time I do math like in like segments, especially for like. So I used to have this trick when I would do like first half live bets. So I would like 60 is a good number for the first half. So I'd see by the 10-minute point where they were at, and I'd add like, let's say it's like 15, which is 30. So if they're at 30, they could definitely make it to another like 30 to get over 60. So I would like do math. But obviously that doesn't work because,
Yeah, because that's kind of how they do their odds is based on the math. So sometimes what I'll do is if it's really high scoring and they update the math for that, I'll be like, well, they've made a lot of threes. I think they're gonna not make as many now, and so then I'll bet the under or whatever. So yeah. Oh yeah. Icelandic basketball. Yeah.
You're
NHL, golf, and Icelandic basketball all kind of just suck. So yeah.
I'm starting to get into player props now actually. That makes it more exciting to watch like games. Like I love doing first basket ones. It's just like
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, it's exhilarating because like you're literally right there. It's like the Super Bowl every time. You want to see the first shot. Like, oh my
it's
God.
like the coin flip in the Super Bowl. Like you're invested right away.
Yeah.
And then it's nice because like if that's all you bet on that game, then you don't have to pay attention to it the rest.
The next game. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy once March Madness starts. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm taking off. Definitely. I'm gonna take off.
I've got a plan, but depending on what my balance is at in March Madness, I'm gonna try to bet every game in March Madness.
That'd be interesting.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah. Huh.
That's pretty cool. That's cool.
Let me see.
I'm gonna ask for March Madness. Are we doing a bracket for here? I can't remember.
Yeah, we'll fill out like an ESPN bracket or something too. Yeah. We'll have to figure out how that. I mean, we'll mention it on the Scorecast and like how we're doing on it, but that'll probably be its own separate thing. Just because the scoring is different for that and all that.
I feel like
there you're basically just picking.
Group, that'd be cool and have like people come in. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, anyone who's listening, if you're interested and you'd want to be a part of a bracket, like leave a comment or send us a DM or something. Yeah, maybe we'd do that. That's a good idea.
That'd be cool. And Wonder gets like actual prize. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Well, for college games, one of the crazy ones, Illinois, Michigan State yesterday. Did you watch that or bet on it? Or?
No, I actually was like working like 12 hours yesterday, so I definitely missed out on a shit ton yesterday. So what happened?
Kyle and I were talking, and we both took Illinois, which like that was one where I was happy to be wrong because it helped Michigan. Yeah, but
only insiders still we win, right?
Yeah. And then obviously the Michigan Ohio State game was amazing, which Michigan did cover because I think they were underdogs in that, weren't they? Like +2 because they were on the road, so they were getting points. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was a great game.
So that was great. I think I bet Michigan and the under though, which that sucked. Because obviously it went
Yeah, I
over.
definitely bet the under 2. It went over. I was really pissed about that.
Because it was 92 to 87, I think was the final.
Yeah, I was
just
like,
crazy.
oh.
Yeah. Which is super high scoring. So
Yeah.
honestly, like we were talking, I think this was before we started recording too, but I would look at the over for Michigan Iowa tomorrow. Because I mean they're already anticipating that. I think the line's like 150 something, which is really high for a Michigan game because they play good defense. But Iowa does not play good defense, and Iowa can score a lot. So I don't know. The other part of me thinks maybe because they have that number so high, Michigan still plays good defense. I could see them holding Iowa to a lot less than they normally score. I'm probably going to stay away from like anytime if I could see both sides like that, I probably should just stay away from it. I'm going to pick Michigan. I'll probably lock Michigan.
Oh wow, that's a bold pick because I feel like
because Iowa's a good team. Yeah, it is. But kind of like the against Ohio State thing too. Like I just have a lot of confidence in Michigan. This does feel like a spot they could have an emotional letdown and lose.
I can see that.
It just
Iowa
feels like
11.
I think they're top 15 still. I think, and honestly, it's like not that it would have to happen like this, but it always seems like okay, Illinois just lost. Now Michigan's like in first place by 2 or 3 games. It seems like whenever that happens, the first place team then goes out and loses a game to keep it close, So I'm going to bet Michigan just because I'm a fan. But as far as if I'm telling somebody else what to do, maybe stay away from that one.
I'm going for the over. I'm going to the moon with this one.
Yeah. And overs are just fun to root for when you have two teams that both make a lot of threes and stuff, So because Michigan shot in the first half against Ohio State, they shot 10 for 13 from 3. So if they're making threes like that, obviously Iowa is going to score. Yeah, that could be a good game for the over.
Yeah,
so.
I can't wait. What's on tap for this Saturday? Is there like a lot of good games this Saturday?
I could take a look. I
mean, I go day by day. I take it day by day because it's not like football. I can like look ahead for the schedule. But like this is way too many games to like keep track of. So I'm just looking at
like some ranked game. Texas Tech will be good.
Yeah.
Texas is 14th. Texas Tech is 18th. Michigan plays Indiana.
Oh wow!
So that's one where maybe I'll save my lock and use.
I was gonna say I like that one. Yeah. Indiana likes to like do those backdoor like covers.
And I'm sure the number is going to be for it again. They're at Indiana, so they're on the road. The number will probably still be like 7.5 if I had to guess. So maybe taking the Iowa one would be better. I don't know. See what else we got. Wisconsin, Illinois. That'll be good.
I'm so mad that I can't bet on like Illinois. Like I really want to bet.
You can still do it for the Scorecast if you want, because that's what Kyle did in the last Illinois one. But you can't bet it, obviously.
It doesn't feel right. Like I'm like, like I didn't take it last time when I want to pick Michigan or not Michigan. Wisconsin last week. I didn't do it because I actually want to bet on it. It feels good when you actually win and win on the Scorecast. Like,
oh, here's one I like. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma. So Oklahoma's ranked 7th, and Oklahoma State is unranked, but they have basically the same record. And Oklahoma State has Cade.
Cunningham,
who's like one of the best players in the country. I'm guessing if Oklahoma's ranked 7th, Oklahoma State's on the road, they're probably going to be getting like 7 or 8 points. Anytime you have a player that good, I might like Oklahoma State on that. Usually I try to spread my picks out. So Michigan's the 11 o'clock game. And this is Central Time. Illinois, Wisconsin's at 1. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma's at 2. So like I'll try to pick a game or 2 in each slot.
Cool. Yeah, I love doing that. I love doing like early slates, then like midday slates, and like late night if I need to like bring it back all in, like like fuck it.
Baylor, Kansas, they're both ranked. Baylor almost lost yesterday. That was crazy.
Oh wow.
Lots of good games.
That's crazy.
Alabama's ranked 6th right now. That's crazy. They were getting 2 points tonight.
Yeah, I know, but it's a close game. Like I said.
Yeah, I mean they were right. Vegas.
They're mostly right.
Yeah, they're usually pretty right. They have that's why they have those multi-million-dollar casinos with huge chandeliers, is because they make money. So Vegas pretty much always wins.
That's true.
Well, yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that'd be good. So yeah, that's kind of our midweek check-in. Yeah, we'll end the week on a strong note. You and Kyle are both off to good starts. So far this week, I am, well, let's see, 4-3. So, not terrible.
At least you're over like 500. That's like the best part. Because like, if people were to look at your record, be like, oh, this guy's not bad. Makes you could tail it.
Yeah. Because last week 7-14. Like at this point, if I can just bounce back and be a couple games above 500, like obviously I'd like to make up a lot of that ground. Yeah. But as long as I'm up a couple games, because coming into that last week, I was like 5 games above 500, like just barely. So I just need to start chipping away at that again. But
yeah, it's funny because I was like under 500 for like 2 weeks in a row, and now I'm just like turned the corner again. So
yep. Yeah, like I said, the parlays have been saving me. So my strategy for parlays, which I don't know, I still need to like look into this and see if there's a strategy for best ways to do this. But the way I like to do parlays is I try to do like somewhere between 5 and 8 legs, and I pick almost all of those like big favorites. Because even though the odds aren't as great by picking favorites, you're still getting increases just because like if you say you have a 3-leg parlay, then you add Gonzaga money line, even though that's basically
like minus like 9,000.
Yeah, like even though the odds on that are terrible, by adding it to a parlay, it gives you just at least a little bit of a boost, which for a parlay it makes a big deal, you know. So like if you parlay like 6 teams together and they're all big favorites by themselves, the returns are bad. But if you pick 6 really big favorites money line, you're going to get at least probably like plus 300 or 400, which that's not bad, you know.
If you throw in some underdogs too, that'd be cool.
Like, yeah, so that's what I usually try to do. If I'm picking 5 legs, I'll pick 4 favorites and 1 underdog that I like, or something like that. And then usually that way, there's really only one game that's going to make or break your parlay. And if you make it, those other big favorites have at least boosted you up to like a pretty good number. So I don't know if that is a good way to do it or not, but it's given like the good thing with that is my returns are at least decent. They're not as good as you see some people bet like a $1 bet wins $45. Like it's just my returns aren't that good. But I've been winning. At least I'll win a few a week. So yeah, that's kind of been a strategy that works for me. So
nice. Yeah, for mine, I just like to pick like I look at like the whole slate and I look for like 3 teams that I would lock like each time. Like I'll lock it, and those are like my picks from my parlay. So I've been doing pretty well, like 3 or 4 teams, because like that pays out like a lot. Like a 4-team parlay is like 10-1 odds usually. So like if I put $10, I usually win 100. So it's a lot.
Yeah, my 8-leg parlay I hit was a 50-cent bet that returned I think like $9 or something. So not bad. And I'm still at the point where with the 50-cent bets, because the whole thing was a few weeks ago, I started the PointsBet account. I put $10 in. I'm like, I want to not just kind of to track my progress more than for the money. Like I want to just do 50-cent units. And then by the time March Madness comes around, if I'm up to like $25-$30, I can switch to $1 units. So just kind of see like how far it can grow. $10, just kind of a fun, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm not just starting a YouTube series soon with the whole like start with $5, see how far I can get. But like, I'm gonna go bold though. Like I put all of it in like the first shot. Like $5. Let's go.
Yeah, if I was being like really wanting to grow fast, I would do that more. Or maybe be like if I've got, because right now my balance, I started at 10, my balance is like 14. Like maybe at some point I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna put $5 on this game, you know. So far the biggest ones I bet are $1. So
Bulls win by 7. So
they covered, right?
They covered.
Good job, Kyle.
You get a cookie next time.
All right, got that one down. Well, Kyle's having a good week so far. He's 5-1 as far as games that are final. Is the Pistons game final?
I don't know. Let me check. ESPN.
Now I wish I would have bet games today. I took today off. So the Pistons lost by 10. You took Pistons plus 9.5. So barely lost that one.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, you're still, that sucks. So Lakers Jazz is your other pick. It's still going on right now. And then Alabama Arkansas, which is, still close. So, well, now I'm excited to bet tomorrow. Right? I think I needed to take a day off. Kind of get my head straight a little bit. And, So big day tomorrow. Watch our Twitters, the Scorecast Twitter, Richie Chicago, Michigan Hat, and then Furious George 94 for all of our picks. And I will plan to have several tomorrow.
Awesome.
Get back on track.
I'm gonna like go. It's pretty like a slow day at work tomorrow, so I'm just gonna like be looking.
Yeah.
At a bunch of lines all day.
Yeah. Well, I have to bet a lot tomorrow because Friday I have to go to Cleveland for work, which is for me like a 6-hour drive each way. So I'll be busy like the whole day. So I'm probably not going to bet any on Friday. So a lot of picks tomorrow, then a lot this weekend is kind of the plan.
Tell Sir say what up.
Who?
Sir
Cleveland. Yeah. I'll go jump in Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into the show. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.